Greetings, boys and gals. You are once again watching Astroteric TV with your one and only host, the Astro Guru. And it wouldn't be Astroteric TV without the gra. Yeah, I'm back. Anyway, I'm back. I'm happy. I'm chilling. I'm outside. But I just wanted to speak to y'all about long distance relationships. Alright. Now, being that I don't even like the topic, I don't even like the saying long distance relationships. A relationship is a relationship. Just because somebody's not physically in front of you doesn't mean y'all don't have a relationship. I got people I ain't seen in years, but I'm sure if I seen them right now today, we lit. Like friendship, relationship, partnership, no matter what it is, right? Because no amount of distance can tear down a truly great bond. Understand? You ever seen a situation where like a husband or a wife die, leaving their significant other, their spouse, their husband and or wife, a widow or a widower, and that person takes the opportunity to be loyal to a person that's no longer here. So like they like, you know, I don't need no new boyfriend, I don't need no new girl, because like they never get back right after losing a certain person. Now, I call that true love, right? Because it's like, out of all of the people in the world, you know, that's why they say like you're the only you, because you could never get that energy back, especially if the person is no longer with us. Now, the saying goes, out of sight, out of mind. I don't truly believe that saying, because there's plenty of things that I cannot see that stay in my mind all the time. And there's also there's also this thing called bills. And like, although they may not be in your sight at a certain time, they're always in your mind, which is why you get up and go to work every day, because you know they're coming every single month. Rent, lights, gas, things like that, water, groceries. So, when it comes to long distance relationships, it just depends on how spiritually connected, how much emotion you have for the other person. So now, we're talking about a situation where two people are alive. You must do this thing called keep in touch. So, I'm sure we've all seen it. Like, relationships going well, somebody disappears for an unspoken amount of time. Doesn't matter how much it is. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. And the relationship loses its elasticity. Meaning, like a rubber band. You know, you can pull it far apart, long distance relationship, you guys come back together. But even rubber bands pop. So, guess what? The connection is now broken. And 9 times out of 10, it's because you either didn't keep in touch with each other, or someone didn't get the correct assurance and or confirmation that the relationship was even still on. Of course, you got liars, stealers, and cheaters. You know, people, they bounce around, do what they do. They'll tell you that they love you all day long. Oh, I love you. I swear I'm being truthful to you. You are lying like a motherfucker. Can you please stop? Like, don't tell me that. Especially if I know for a fact you're being unfaithful, disloyal, like untrustworthy. So, in situations like that, it's actually kind of good for you to just stop keeping in touch, because otherwise you will bind yourself to some bullshit, right? Now, if you notice, it's probably because you've done it before. You've bound yourself to some bullshit. You made somebody a promise you couldn't keep, and now you've introduced them to this energy that you can't uphold. So you got to go do the things that you don't want nobody to know that you do somewhere under the cabinet. I mean, like in a cabinet, under the sink, in the closet. However, now we all have things that we do that we probably don't want everybody else in the world to do, except me. I don't care what you know I do. I actually do stuff for, like, I wouldn't say cheerleaders, but it's how I learn. I gotta actually I'm a little hard-headed. I gotta actually do something that I know I shouldn't do just to see the results of, like, so that's exactly why I shouldn't have done that. Sometimes people tell me, like, hey, don't do this. And I'm like, I'm doing it anyway. Other times, I'm like, maybe I should listen to this person because I might feel like they got my best interest at heart. So, when it comes to long distance relationships, I don't get into them. I really don't get into them. Either I was in a relationship and it became long distance through some form of turmoil, through some type of relocation, things like that. Or I'm not even with this person no more. We're not even together. They're just at a distance still claiming me. Which means I'm not in a relationship. They in a relationship with me. I'm single and then they in a relationship with me. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. Meanwhile, once again, long distance, out of sight, out of mind. How are we in a relationship but everybody around me never sees you? Or I never talk to you? It's not because you're locked away in somebody's facility. It's not because you're out of state. It's because I don't fuck with you. I tried to leave you where I tried to leave you there. There's a reason for that. You weren't being honest. I don't like to dive and indulge in too much lying. Like, and the only reason I say too much lying is because I lied to somebody that I love about a week ago, right? Doesn't matter what I lied to them about. Doesn't matter what I lied for. No matter how good the reason was in my head, I still felt the emotional depression of me lying to somebody that I know for a fact I got nothing but love for, right? So, am I proud of myself? No, because that lie that I told created distance. You understand? So, in that regard, I'm sitting somewhere away from somebody I love, right? Although maybe I didn't even have to be away from them. But what I did created that spiritual distance. It's like two magnets repelling each other. I couldn't get any closer because I told a lie. Did I apologize for that lie? Yes, I did. But you can't tell people how to feel either. So now I have to allow the distance to either make this person feel like maybe he really was telling the truth, right? Or maybe maybe there's a talk that needs to be had. And that would close the gap, because then we can come together, have a conversation, smooth things out, ease on up the road. If that does not happen, I've done two things. I've learned a lesson in love, which is don't lie to people you love. Truthfully, I'm all for not lying, but I do know that there's necessary evils. Everybody on this earth is not going to tell the truth all the time. It's just, it wouldn't even be wise to do that. Tell the truth all the time, like all the time. Certain situations and circumstances don't deserve the truth. They deserve you to omit information. Meaning, they don't ask, we don't tell, right? And then there's other situations where you might want to stretch the truth a little bit, do a little bit of exaggeration. I don't know exactly how you do it, but there's a fine line to be walked when it comes to lying. So, once again, do not lie to people that you love. Because otherwise, you might put yourself in a position to no longer have it. Well, I think that's about it, guys. I'm about to go get into some things. Go find some food.